everyone. Good evening. So my name is Yola Bash for the ones that don't know me, and I'm a mindset coach. And today I'm having my special guest, Ines Pereira de Santos. Ai, Pereira da Costa. Ines Pereira da Costa. She's a wonderful girl and she did work with me, but she will be here right now very soon and she will give you an introduction by herself. Let's welcome Ines. Okay, live. Hello, hello. I'm looking to my Hi.
Hello.
Hello,
Here we
Ines.
are. Hi, beautiful Yola. How are you?
I'm great. Wonderful to have you here with me. I love you so much. I always love you. Oh,
Thank
thank you
you.
so
I
much
love
for
you.
thank you for accept my invitation and to be here with me today. You know that you are
Thank you.
who you are, and you. So we're gonna be talking about. But before I keep calling, taking, saying things, really good things about yourself, let me tell what is our topic. So Inez is
For sure.
it is a marketer, right? Marketer and
Marketeer.
communication expert. Is that correct?
Exactly. Exactly.
Marketeer.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
tell our listeners, whoever is here. Hello, hello, everyone. Inez is gonna introduce herself. So yeah, give a little bit
Okay.
of
I'm
yourself.
Ines. I'm from
Bring it on,
Portugal.
girl.
I'm 26 years old. Recently fresh. I'm a fresh 26-year-old. And I'm a marketer. I'm a communication expert. I am a copywriter. That's my passion. My writing is my passion, is my drive, and that's what we did. I joined Yola for an internship to finish my thesis in my master's. And so we got together because of our communication. We hit it off so well from the beginning, and I did her rebranding.
Yes, you are the one. You are the one that start everything. So Inez, thank you so much. So for we start, just tell to everyone how many posts did I had before you come in that you were
Almost
uh,
3,000.
you
Almost 3,000 that I had to archive one by one till it was perfect, because in Instagram you don't need to delete all your posts. You can just archive. So the old you
right.
doesn't need to be the dead you. You can just be fresh. And you don't really
So
need the deleting of the posts. So I was doing it one by one because dear Instagram didn't do that for us yet. So almost 3,000.
wow, thank you so much. Because
Of course.
I want to mention, I want to bring this because there we go. Some people don't have idea because when we do like when we start to work with some company, we also
Yeah,
need to take check the previous work that we were having on our pages and everywhere. So that's very
always.
important, right?
Yeah, and it's one of the main things to do with your client is to be on the same page regarding their previous layout and previous content that they had on their page. So it's really important to check with the client you're with if they want to delete it all, because some people might be comfortable with that. Some other people might not be comfortable like you weren't. So we decided to archive everything and start from scratch, even though you can check the old posts.
Oh, good. So a marketeer, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. What is a marketer? What is a communication expert? What is a copywriter? Let's do it.
Okay. So a marketer is someone that works with marketing 360. So it goes from social media to offline marketing proposals, like If you wanted to have an outdoor, for example, I'd be the one developing. So it just works on the different platforms that we're at.
Yeah.
And it works from traditional advertising to nowadays social media. So that's what a marketeer does. It's very vague. It sounds always like, okay, you work with marketing, that's it. And that's why I make sure that I tell people that I'm also a communication expert because I'm studying how to get your strategy in communication right because you
Right.
always have to have a strategy. And then I'm a copywriter because my passion is writing. So everything you need from slogans to just posts, descriptions to everything I can develop because I'm a copywriter as well.
When okay, so fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm sure
Of course.
that people is happy with these explanations. I am happy. And what if when did you start to work? When everything started?
I started by doing an internship in TAP, Portugal, the carrier, in 2017. And then I was always studying in the middle. So then I finished my bachelor's. I went for EF education first. I was a marketing and sales assistant there. And then after a year, I became a marketing manager. But because of COVID, we had to part ways. Yes.
Mm. Oops. She's coming.
I'm coming. I'm here. Can you see me?
I can, but your voice is gone. You were
Yes.
stuck somewhere like frozen. Yeah. But yes, you said you were saying that you were on top and then you stopped because the COVID, and then you moved to another company, but you had to stop or something happened there because due to COVID.
Yeah. From TAP, I finished my bachelor's, went to EF education first to be a marketing and sales assistant. After that, I became a marketing manager for the Portuguese market. But then because of COVID, we had to part ways. And so because I had to finish my master's degree, I had to do an internship
Mm-hmm.
because my university gives us three options. We can do either a project, an internship, or a thesis. So I decided to go for internship, which is a way more practical way to develop your knowledge. So for sure, I chose the internship, and that's when I met Women Flix, this British-based startup that helps women, entrepreneur women, develop their business and their financial side, their business side, their personal side. So it was very interesting and very empowering because we're in an age where women are taking control of their businesses and their lives. So it was very interesting. And my thesis is going to revolve around the fact that we are powerful women, of course.
Woohoo! Amazing.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
that's so good that you mentioned that about women flicks, and that is one of the things that to make people understand like your profession, you need to really know deeply who is the company about because I'm part of the company. You were working directly with me, but you had to know
Yeah,
who is Women Flicks, what we do, and this is beautiful. And you done so well. You said everything that we are
thank you.
and powerfully well. Congrats.
Good,
Oh
good.
wow. Amazing, amazing. And you also, how can I say, what is your like when it comes to your studies, like all these places that you've been doing internship or working, it's been always a difference between companies, right? It's not always the
Yeah,
same,
yeah.
correct?
Yeah, even though I was always on the side of the client, because as a marketeer, you can either work for the client or you can work for an agency. So I
Right.
was working directly with the client in the client's company. So you do have to know
Mm-hmm.
a lot about the companies you're working because the first one was about tourism, the second one was about academical tourism, which is different because it's way more targeted to
Wow.
education. And then here it was about education as well in Women Flakes, but it was way more about empowering, and let the, it's not we're selling product, we're selling a service. And it's always interesting to
Yeah.
sell services because it's not like, oh, this is are the contents that we have to sell, so these are the contents like that you have to convince the public to have. No, no. This is an environment. You have to get the whole package. You have to feel
Community.
empowered in order to make
Yeah.
that choice. Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Good. So it's very different, and also the how do you see, even apart from the business being different, is the
Yeah,
personalities as well, because it's one of the things that you must be, how I say, you need you need to make it count for yourself when you're coming to work with a company. You need to really engage and have a good relationship, right, with
yeah,
your with the people that you're working, because otherwise I don't think so it's
yeah.
gonna work. That's my opinion. Tell me.
Well, I'm an extrovert, so it's easier for me to establish relationships and bond with people, and I'm always open to new ideas and new concepts, and I love working with the team, so it's always very pleasurable to me. But for someone that's not really out there, keep in mind that's very important for you to do
Mm-hmm.
networking, because when you know the people you're working with, you know how far you can go, you know how to brainstorm, you know what ideas you can pitch and what ideas you cannot pitch, and it's fine because you read
That's
the
right.
room. Most of all, you read the room. That's the thing. And
Right.
you need to
Yeah.
understand the company that you're working with, because you're not going to have the same tone for a tourist company when you go to Women Flix and you want to empower women. It's not the same tone at all. So you have to be kind of a chameleon on that way.
Right. Right.
Chameleon, I'm
Right.
sorry.
Thank you,
It's my
Ines.
English, I'm sorry.
No worries. No worries. We are Portuguese, so
Yeah, we are
what can we do?
Portuguese. Yeah, it's true. We might say bifanas in the middle of the sentence. It's fine.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And so now I know that is okay. We did rebranding. You work on my own page, but my own profile with me, directly with me. But we did the rebranding, and then it's branding. So what is the difference by rebranding and branding?
Okay, branding, you start from scratch. You're starting your company or your business from scratch. So you're trying to decide which strategy to go for, what is the best aesthetics. So you're taking things from scratch. You're just starting. So it's a branding. You're taking care of your own brand from the beginning. When you do a rebranding, it's because somehow the results are not what they're expected. So you need to
Mm-hmm.
change something. You need to analyze it very deeply and understand, okay, what's not working, what could be working better, and we will change it up. And that's what we did with you, because
Right.
you weren't happy about these things, you weren't happy about those, you were happy about some. So it was a matter of compromise in order to understand, okay, we need to change this. And that was a rebranding. That's when we evaluated everything and we made it as perfect as we can due to the new times. We're in 2021, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so we never had this much information like we have today. So
That's
it's,
right.
yeah. So that's a rebranding.
And thank you. And also, I used to have a page, like example, on you on Instagram, that but was nothing related with my business. And I remember one of the questions you did was, Yola, do you want to have a page or profile that brings your life in general, or your focus on your business, what you do, what you like to give to client, to people, to share some things? And my page was completely away from that, and you came in
Yeah.
and you changed, and the results are here. Results
Good.
are
I'm
so
happy.
visible. And
Yes.
it's
Good.
amazing. It is amazing because it completely changed. Even myself, I learned so much. about
Yeah.
rebranding and branding. You've been a really amazing teacher actually as well.
Thank
So
you.
because you
No, but it's something that people need to understand that they can have a personal profile on social media that's just about their personal lives and they don't want to post as much and they're quite reserved about it, and it's fine. I do it myself on my own personal profile. I'm not the one that posts every day. I might do some stories here and there, but it's not something that I'm working towards, you know? But then when you have a business, it can completely be a good vehicle for you to get more customers and more leads. So what you need to do most of the time is to break your personal profile from your professional one. That's what we did with you. And you told me I don't
yeah.
want my personal life there. I just want my professional side. Maybe I'll put
Hmm.
some things here and there, but nothing too specific. And that's the key. It's for you to know, okay, in this page, I want it completely professional. In this page, I'll keep it completely personal, and it's completely fine.
Personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very important. But I didn't have idea before you came in. Trust me. I felt like I'm doing
Now
the
you
right
have
thing
it.
just and now we also transformed to my own color, my favorite color, all these things, right? Because the rebranding, yeah, and you're wearing the purple, and the rebranding brings that. You came across, and you asked me certain things that I never thought about it. I'm like, how come? Okay, purple, this light, dark. And this kind of thing is essential for we understand because it's not
For
just
sure.
a random color. It's a color that I choose for myself and it's a reason for that, right? So you helped me.
Yeah,
And that's really, really, really good.
that's
How
what we did in the first time we met. I'm sorry. I was just going to say that when we met, in one of the first times we met, I did an in depth interview to you. And I asked everything that I needed to know, from your aesthetics to the colors you like to who are you talking to, like your target, what do you want, how do you want to be seen. So those are very important questions to ask prior to the change, to the rebranding, because then you're aligned with your client and you're achieving what he wants.
that's right. And Ines, one thing that I just came into my mind. This is amazing because we work together, so we can talk very clearly. I don't need to make that question. Oh, what about this? Because I know some things, and one of the things I remember you
Yeah.
did at the beginning was you didn't start to post. Can you tell more about this, the posting? Because you had to do this kind of work like you just mentioned on the
Yeah.
background before coming, and it took so long. You remember that long? I
I
was like,
know. I know. I think it was around a month. Maybe no,
longer,
it was no,
more.
it was our first no, our first post was April 19th, and I started with you around 22 of February. No, yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I
it
was
was a
like,
long time.
22.
I know. No, but it was essential because I wanted to make sure that we were gonna post good content aligned with your job and what you wanted to see accomplished. So it was very important to me to not just post for the sake of posting. No, that can be
That's right. Yeah.
counterproductive. So I was studying, I was, because again, I didn't work for a coach ever, ever. So I wanted to make sure that everything that we posted was interesting, was useful, and it was fun. So I had to search a
Yes.
lot about it and then prepare all the posts that were coming out.
Right, right. And that is one of the things I think we can share with this with everyone that is here today. That is important for you to be patient because I can talk for my side. I was like, when is gonna be this first post is coming? When? And I keep asking Ines, and it's quite strange, the feeling, because we don't know how you guys
Yeah.
need to work, how a brand, a marketer or expert communication, I don't know how to say now, for me it's a
Yeah.
strategist, a brand strategist,
Yeah. Nobody has
work.
just one title anymore. We're multiple things right now, so it's fine. It's fine.
That's right. But it is something that anyone that is here and he thinks about, okay, I would like to have someone working with me on my side to help me. Make sure get ready. Anyway, if it's Ines, she will make you comfortable. She will explain everything, and she will laugh with you or cry with you on the way. But it's something like it's not an easy thing. I
It's not.
totally remember myself. It is someone here, Rita Dourado. Rita Dourado.
Hola,
She's saying,
Rita. She worked with me. Lovely, lovely girl. I love her.
she's saying, Ines. Oh, so good, so good. Hola, Rita. Okay, awesome. So I've got another question. I'm just seeing on my notes because I need to see on the
Yes.
side. I don't keep everything here.
I have
What
some my
is
notes
like?
here. It's okay.
I think we already spoke about it, but maybe you have something else to say. But what is like to take a client and work with them?
Yeah,
Like we've
it's
been brainstorming this, but
yeah, it's a lot about first of all, that interview, it's something that you cannot go without. You need to do that interview where you ask all the main questions. You don't need to find them online. You can if you want, but it's just something that as a professional, I know that I need to ask because I'm going to need to know what's the layout you're looking for. I'm going to need to know what message you want to convey. I want to know who are you talking to. I want to know all the details. I want to know what time are your followers on. I want to have access to all those informations. So as soon as you have
Mhm.
all those informations gathered, then you can get your creativity on and you can start working on everything. So it takes a
That's
lot of empathy, preparation, curiosity, knowledge. So that's the main thing, and make the client comfortable to reach out and say, listen, and I'm not so happy about this. Okay, I'm glad that this happened. So we can have a transparent relationship like we had.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And another thing very important. I'm just thinking about the times we were working. It is that when you work with someone, your relationship needs to be is one of the main things. The relationship with the client. It's not like we need to cry or to laugh all the time, but we have this thing like professionals, but at the same time we need to click. It's like when we do coaching. For I
Yeah.
be able to coach someone, we need to click. We need to go well together because otherwise it wouldn't work. You would ask something, you can ask something to your client, and your client will be like, "Oh, but I don't want to. Do you know that I don't want to do this? No, I don't want that."
Yeah.
But the relationship needs to be very, very good. I think because you know
Yeah,
that I've
because the
been
product
doing.
can be prejudiced because of that.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's important because before you came we already had a lot of interns. We have a program that we run every 6 months, so interns are coming all the time every 6 months, and it's different experiences. But I never had someone taking care of my own page, only women flicks, but it gave me
Yeah.
opportunity to learn these things and to know that appreciate even more. I was appreciating already, but appreciating even more the work you do. And it's so essential for anyone that has a company that wants to build their business, they want to create something, or even for themselves as a person. If you want to be a person of how I say, social media person, because
Yeah,
sometimes you don't have a business, but you are a influencer. You can have a PA, right? You can have a brand strategist. You should have one, right? It is.
for sure.
It is.
Can you hear me?
I know you can see me, right? Yeah.
I can, I can. Can you
So
hear me? I told
did
you
you?
the internet was
Yeah.
gonna be bad.
All right. But did you hear what I asked you? I said
Yeah,
like even an influencer, anyone that has a profile online can have someone like you working with them.
yeah, the key is preparation for everything. So if you're um, online and if you're on social media and you want to take your business further, or if you want to have your digital presence going further, then you need to have that preparation. And for you to not be overwhelmed, because it takes a
Yes,
lot and
that's the
it's
key.
a lot of tasks. So the main step I would say for you to be able to focus on what you do is hire a social media manager, someone that can work all those tasks that you have to do on the backstage, and then you can be ready on camera to film and to talk, but you have to have that preparation for sure. Like
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
that's everything that seems super improv and on the moment and super spontaneous, everything is prepared. So you need to have that help in order to get everything very organized so nothing gets overlapped.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's one of
Yeah.
the things that I learn. I learn more with you related with my page, because we even on Women Flicks, we were not doing the many things we're doing now, because we didn't know, and we learn, and it is
Yeah.
like I'm so grateful for you, girl. You can imagine.
I am for
You
you
can imagine.
too.
You can imagine. So now another simple question. Ines,
Mm.
how how do you take your clients? Do you when you like, let's talk about revenue, finances, and everything. How do you take your clients? How do you work normally?
Okay,
Monthly,
normal.
hourly?
Yeah, normally it's monthly. I work exclusively with companies. So when I'm working with a certain company, I'm dedicated full time to them. But now with all this pandemic situation and me moving out of Portugal and everything, I'm taking clients as a freelancer. So I'm doing hourly and per post as well, because it's just easier for you to
Right.
handle all types of companies that are coming through. Yeah.
So when it comes to freelancer, what is the difference between freelancer and monthly? I don't know. I don't know. You just said that you take company full time, and then now you're taking freelancer. But the full time, what that includes full time? What includes the freelancer?
Okay, so when you're working full time, it means that, at least for me, many people do it differently. But for me, I work
Hmm.
exclusively to the company and I work between 35 to 40 hours per week on them. And I have all the responsibility regarding X amount of pages. In your case, was your Instagram profile, but we were working as well on Facebook and LinkedIn. So it was kind of globally, let's say.
Hmm.
When
Hmm.
you're talking about freelancing, you're taking a little bit of a separate road, which means that you're not in charge of everything, but you're in charge
Mm.
of this particular thing. Like I could handle your posts, your contents, but if you want me to do the management of your social media, then that's another value. That's another, you
Ah,
know. So there
okay.
are different things. When you're exclusive to a company, you take care of that department, and those are your responsibilities. When you are working freelancer, you do talk with your client about what are their needs. So, and
Okay.
then you, yeah. you do a compromise.
Oh, it's like so. What I understood is like if you are a freelancer, you're probably gonna schedule posts, create that posts, but nothing else. Like really finding what is the goal, what is the mission,
I mean,
or
I
like no
can,
go too
as a
deep.
freelancer, you can do that. You can do that, but it's a different value. Everything that you do adds to the final value, to the final
Extra.
price. You know?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay. And when you say as well, like you work full time for a company, so that means you're going to be only with one company.
yeah.
This, okay, all right, okay.
And
Because there we
some
go. This is a big
companies
company.
demand the exclusivity, like on the contract, they demand for you to be exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Because some companies as well depends the I think the size as well depends when you come in, but you will take care of so many things because, like, just coming
yeah,
to a short explanation regarding women flicks is like we, in terms of social media, we are on 5 platforms. So you would take care
yeah,
of that 5 platforms plus leading with the owners, like trying to see if the owners' profiles are linked with the mission of the company, and that's a lot.
yeah. That's a
That's a lot.
lot.
That's a lot.
Normally, it's an entire department that takes
Yeah,
care of all
exactly.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot. Like, and that means as well to control the team. Like, you're gonna be managing a team, right?
I wouldn't say control it because it sounds too harsh.
No, no, no. Yeah,
But yes, yes, you're
control
managing
in a good way.
everyone. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
managing digitally everyone's presence, and you're just managing everyone's presence, including the company. And if you want, for example, in Women Flix, also the founders, because the founders are a big vehicle of coming of new customers, right? So for sure, it's a lot, but it can be done. No
yeah.
worries.
Yes. I believe.
Yes.
I know it can be done. I know. This is
Yeah.
just for let people know because sometimes
Yeah.
I think we don't have we come sometimes we come to a point like if you don't know, you will judge your work. Because I've seen clients because I do work with clients on that range, like on strategy and stuff and website development. And I've seen clients that they think is everything very easy. It's just bringing, creating posts and that's it. And it's not, and it's not. And sometimes people don't are not happy to give you that feedback as well for you to start your own job, and that's like something that will block you from moving forward because
Yeah.
all people want to know sometimes is money. They only want to see numbers because I could
Yeah.
say to you, Ines, see, I could say to you at the beginning, on the look, Ines, I want you to hold my pages, but in amount, I want to see 10 clients. But I didn't come
Yeah.
up with this. But do you
Yeah.
understand what I mean? Because
Yeah.
people all see clients number, and that's
Yeah.
very it's important that we speak about it because it's not about numbers only. It can't be
Yeah.
numbers.
That's one of the things for me as a manager that's really important because I've worked with managers that were all about the money and the numbers, and then they don't understand why the revenue isn't working. And that's the empathetic side. That's
Yeah,
when you understand, you read the people you're talking to, you're working with. So you have to be way more empathetic in that reading for you to understand, okay, maybe there's something interesting that we should explore here because this amount of people are talking about this. So we want to match this with this. So you can't be always about the numbers at all because the numbers
yeah,
are too fake sometimes, and you're relying on something that's not
yeah,
real. And people are
yeah,
real, so you have to rely more on the people than on the numbers. It's a
yeah,
healthy
yeah. That's
balance,
true.
I would say.
Yeah, but I think this topic is very important for people understand, for we understand as a business owners, like we cannot expect that a marketer or a communication expert comes in and we just expect money is going to come in because she will change everything. And no, things comes with a time, but it's a process that is not easy, but it needs to be done. And it takes as well time of us, because with you I had to start to do videos, example, for the podcast. We came across,
Yes.
said, I'm fine with videos. And Ines just said, okay, Yola, so in that case, you're going to do videos every week. And I'm like, oh, okay. But
Yeah.
there we go. Bringing my face live because it's important. And doing these lives, that's why we are here today, because it is important to make sure certain things that I never thought like I'm going to be doing. So I'm doing. And
No, and it
and he
takes
only,
time and it takes consistency,
that's right,
for
that's right.
sure.
And he only comes up when we have such a brilliant brain on the side from us. We are I'm brilliant, but you are super brilliant, and then we work together and and then woo.
Thank you.
I know people that know me, they know that I'm very bubbling, but I always say the truth. I'm not pretending here. I'm
Yeah.
telling the truth because it's very, it's really, for me, one of the things that I can take from our experience is this, is my relationship with you brought so many blessings towards for me and for you, and for everything that is mine, like in terms of social media. I managed to understand, to learn, and to enjoy this journey with you.
Good. That's what I wanted. No, because people need to relax a little about social media. Yes, it takes work. Yes, it takes time, but you can
Yeah,
make it something good and fun out of it. You don't need to be, for example, I was always very worried if the time wasn't the time of the posting, and you were very much relaxed than what I thought you were gonna be. You were like, okay, it didn't come out on this time. Let's post in the next hour. It's fine. We're gonna make it. I mean, it's not
yeah,
like people are not there. People are there. We want to maximize that attendance for sure.
yeah.
But if it doesn't happen according to the plan, we can't freak out about it. We still
That's
have
right.
our calm and we still have our peace. We're making it the best we can. So it's gonna work out.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah, for
right.
sure.
Thank you, Ines. And I think I did thought about something else to ask you. I know.
Mm.
What is your what are you gonna do next? What is gonna happen now? Because I know you moved and you settled down, settling down, right? So what are you gonna be
Yes.
doing next? I know, yeah.
So now the plan is to finish my thesis because that's my main focus. I want to get a good grade out of it. I want to make sure that I wrote a really good thesis that brought really good knowledge, fresh knowledge, new knowledge, because that's the thing with social media. You're always learning. There's
That's
always
right.
something new coming through. So you can't really rely on studies for 2021 when you're doing it on 2021. It's just not a thing. So you have to work it with your own experience and play with this and attempt that, experience this. So it's taking its time to be written, but it's being written. And on the side, I'm taking a few clients as a freelancer. And my goal is to keep on writing a lot and doing this social media management that came along the way with it. But I don't really have anything just prepared. I don't have the most beautiful answer to give you. Like, I know what I'm gonna do. No, it's working with people I love, like with you. That's my main thing right now. I'm working with people that I love. I'm doing something that I like to do. My days better because of that. And there's a lot of writing. I
Mm-hmm.
just want to write, write, write. So that's the
Oh
future
wow.
so far. Yes.
Okay, good. Yes. And how can people connect? How can people get in touch with you? What they need to do and where to find you, apart from here, of course.
Okay. You can find me on Instagram uh, at Ines Pereira da Costa, which I realize it's a really terrible name for international clients because they cannot write my name down. I have to come up with a new one. I know. But they can find me on my email if you want. You can reach out to Yola. Yola can give you my contacts, but
Details.
mainly,
Yeah.
yeah, mainly on Instagram, email, and LinkedIn. Always Ines Pereira da Costa. I'm sorry, guys. I will change it. So
She
that's very
wants basically Portuguese people. We do have surname from mom and from dad. So Inês wants to make sure everyone knows Pereira da Costa and mommy and daddy.
yes.
It's not
No,
Inês
actually, it's
first.
just my
It's
dad's
Inês Pereira da
name,
Costa.
but I love it.
Oh, really? Oh, oh, it's just that
It's
name.
just one
So you
name. I
have
can't
more.
break it in half. Yes, I have five names.
Oh, what
Yes,
is
for
your full
sure.
name, Inês? Tell me
Inês
your full name.
Alexandra Rodriguez Pereira da Costa. That's my English full name. Don't
Because
tell
I do
anyone.
have four.
Oh, you do?
I do have
I know
four,
your
but
full
I feel like
name.
really? Do you remember?
Yes.
Oh wow. Tell me.
Yola Tatiana Vieira? No.
Vega.
Veiga. Veiga Bastos.
That's right. Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Yes,
I know
because
you, of course.
because you know that in other countries, I realized that they only have two names or three names,
I
and like
know. Even now, they
they
were mocking me about it. It's like, your name is a full testament. What is this? We just have the first and the last, and sometimes people have a middle name. I'm like, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. My mom has six names. My grandma has six names. What do you want me to tell you?
that's true. That's also true. I remember this is another topic, guys, but it's interesting. I remember when my daughter born, her father has like six names, and they want me to put Jamila, my daughter, with like my surname plus four surnames from her father. I'm like, no, 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 no.
Now you gotta cut
It's
it down
like,
a little.
Epa, it can be too long, but yeah, she's got the father and the mother. That's it.
Good. That's
She's got
it.
four. She's got four.
Good.
Okay,
Good.
Ines. There we go. We are like always laughing together, and it's amazing.
I think it was a good one. I hope people
I
were
can't imagine.
interested, and I hope people got some good information. And if they want more regarding rebrandings, because there's so much more to explore. We didn't even talk about storytelling, but one day we can just
Oh
make
yeah,
the break it down of it all. Because, for example,
yeah.
storytelling is a very important part of how you connect to people and the way that you make yourself known, and you're matching with the person that's reading your posts. So
Mm,
storytelling is very important. So there's an entire universe of branding and rebranding. So anything you need to know, just reach out
that's
either
right.
to
That's so
Yola or
important.
to me. And Women Flix, of course, they give all these kind of workshop
Hmm.
courses. So if you ever need any kind of results in that matter, talk to us.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well
Yes.
said, girl. Well said. Okay, my dear. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy, enjoy the, enjoy life. Continuously enjoy life, and keep smiling
Always.
and
Thank
working
you.
on your best because you are amazing, and I'm sure you're gonna be successful all the way or every time you touch something. You just shine, baby, shine.
Thank you so much, you too. It
Okay.
was a pleasure, and
Thank
we'll
you.
keep
Thank
on talking
you.
tomorrow probably. So
You take
have
care.
fun.
You too. Love
Good
you.
night.
Take care. Bye,
Love
Ines. Ciao,
you. Bye
ciao.
bye.
Bye.